Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I'm up today with another layout for our new series for July called Sketch Sunday, where we take a sketch and we use that as our inspiration for our layout. Now, obviously we're doing Christmas in July, as you know, so this is a Christmas layout, and my sister has shown me that when you are using iMovie on your iPhone, not on your computer, but on your iPhone, I didn't think you could insert a photo in the top corner or wherever you like on your video, and it turns out you can, and you could have done it this whole time and I did not know. So please admire the sketch that is on the screen, which is the sketch that I am using to inspire this layout. It's a page maps sketch. I can't remember the exact year that it's from, but I will link it down below. It's an older page maps sketch from a few years ago. And I'm actually using cut aparts from the Pebbles, is it Merry Little Christmas collection? Anyway, it's a Pebbles Christmas collection. This was also a challenge for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club's June party. So if you're a member of the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, you may have already seen this layout as I did share it in there before this video has come out. But the challenge was to use cut aparts on your layout as the main sort of feature. And so everything that I'm using, my embellishments and obviously my layers, as you can see here behind my photos, are all cut aparts. Now, for me personally, this was a good way to use up all those cut aparts that talk about it being winter and cold and snowing and all sorts of things that it is not in Australia at Christmas time. And yeah, it was just a nice way to use up those cut aparts that I won't use in layouts. So it was good to use them as layers. Now, also, this was a cut apart sheet from the paper pad, so they aren't double-sided. So I couldn't flip it over and use, the B side if I can't use cut aparts, which is often what I do for my other collections. If they're double-sided and I'm not going to use the cut aparts, that's fine. I just use the B side, but these are single-sided, so I didn't want to waste them. And this is a really good way to use up those cut aparts. I also fussy cut a whole heap of things out of the cut aparts as well to use as embellishments. Now, you saw me bringing in my title before, which is Garden Makeover, just to measure up sort of where I wanted the title to go, so I could commit to sticking down my photos. Now, you probably know this about me by now. I'm just using the sketch as inspiration. I definitely don't follow it, completely, but I've definitely used it as inspiration for this layout. So don't be afraid. You don't have to follow a sketch exactly to still be inspired by it. I've taken the elements that worked for me and the general shape of the layout, but it's very much kind of made it my own. What else was I going to say? The photos. I'm documenting these photos from 2015, 14, 16, somewhere around there. I will date this layout before I put it in my album. But it was when we first moved into our house, when we bought our first house, and we did a massive, massive garden makeover. So we've got a very big block. It's 1/4 of an acre. And which is big for metropolitan Melbourne. We live in the suburbs, but it's still, we're still in Melbourne. It's a large block. And yeah, there were a lot of trees. It was really overgrown. And so we cleaned everything up, pulled it all back. And this was in preparation, I'm pretty sure, for us getting our pool put in. So yeah, we pulled down quite a few trees. But it all came together and it was a lot of hard work, and I really wanted to document that. So that is what this layout is. And it was made in December. That's why I'm using Christmas. Sorry, the photos were taken in December. We did all of the hard work in December. So that's why I am using the Christmas collection for this. Now, I talked through me doing my embellishments. I did edit out me sticking them down, but they're all in the same place as I had placed them. And now I'm just adding a wood veneer into each of the clusters. I had a little bell and a piece of holly. And what do I add down the bottom? Oh, a little reindeer. A little reindeer. Now, the other side of him is actually coloured. It's got, I don't remember, it's a fabric covering, I think, but I wanted the wood to show because I was having a wood veneer piece in each of the clusters. And I'm really super happy with how this all came together. And I fussy cut, as I said, all of those embellishment pieces from cut aparts. So just, yeah, wanted to let you know there's other ways to use cut aparts. Now, I was just about to add Nuvo drops and remembered that I actually wanted to back this on to a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, pattern paper, sorry, from the same Pebbles collection. And again, don't yell at me, but I don't gut this background paper. I would have, but I have so much Christmas stuff. I don't need to keep the scraps. I know it's wasteful. I acknowledge that, but I have more product than I will ever be able to use. So yes, we'll just leave it at that. But I chose this green paper with the gold dot to use as my background, and I'm really happy with how that looks. And then I'm pretty sure I add some Nuvo drops and some splatters, and then we're calling it a day. I'm really trying hard to use these Nuvo drops for these Christmas layouts because they're the perfect colours and they match really well. So I got this light blue colour, and Jess gave me the red and the green in one of my Scrappy advent calendars a few years ago, and I never really used them. She kind of got them for me before they were popular, and now they're super popular. And I've had them for years and never used them. So it was a good excuse to start bringing them out. I mean, they're going to last forever because you really don't use that much. And I am, as I said, adding gold splatter. Now, this is my acrylic paint gold splatter. I have used up all of my Heidi Swap Colour Shine in gold, and it was a sad day, but I was also very pleased because it's taken me a while. But I've cracked open my new one and all my new gold splatters. It's a Marabou, I think it's called, brand. And we are all finished. So here comes a close-up. Thank you so much for watching. Looking forward to it, and we will see you in our next video. Bye, guys.